but Prince William and Harry did manage to put their bitter personal animosity to one side for just over an hour to honor their mother, Diana, Princess of Wales. The unveiling of the highly anticipated statue in her memory in the sunken garden at Kensington Palace, her former London home, was, according to one of those present, very moving and dignified. It may have taken place almost 4 years later than planned, largely due to the brothers' cantankerism falling out, but the fact it happened at all was nothing short of miracle to many. The statue design was top secret and appeared to be inspired by Diana's official 1993 Christmas card, her first sent without Prince Charles, where she wears the same open-lipped shirt, skirt, and belt as she smiled lovingly to her two sons. But rather than depict her with her boys as she appeared in the card, she is posed with 3 children, 2 of whom are not wearing shoes. One of the boys in the statue appeared to have short afro hairstyle. The palace said it represented the universality and the generational impact of the princess' work. Prince Charles was not present at the ceremony, which was changed to a private event instead of the large celebration to mark Diana's life as originally intended. The move to scale back the unveiling was largely due to bad blood between the brothers and Harry's determination to control media coverage, and was only broadcast after it was over and the Duke of Sussex was leaving. The statue was in situ for a week prior to unveiling, but was hidden away from prying eye under the lacquer cut. Although the public and the media were excluded, crowd gathered in Kensington Garden, where the late princess liked to jog and even roller skate, needed to feel part of the day. Much to the surprise of the crowd, Diana's siblings, brother heir Spencer and sister Lady Sarah McDonald and Lady Jenny Fellows quietly walked in front of the palace, appeared searching for the way in. They gazed at the well-wishers before their presence started to cause a stir, and the police officer ushered them in. At 32 minutes past 1 to just 28 minutes before the ceremony was due to start, Harry was waved through the gates in a Charlesford drive car. By the time they parked and walked through the covered palace courtyard toward the sunken garden, which is in the public area of the palace, as opposed to the private apartment where William and Kate live, as Harry and Meghan once did, he would have barely spent 10 minutes with his elder brother. In fact, sources said he was greeted not by William but by James Holt, a former press officer of Kensington Palace, who was since defected to the success and now heads up their Archwell Foundation. Waiting on the newly Stanford lawn next to the statue, covered with a billowing green silk wrapper, where the Spencer family, who dressed up as William and Harry, appeared from the Oradell area. The brothers made a point of walking in together safe in the company of James Lowther Pinkerton. It was a smart move once their principal private secretary, ex-Special Force Officer Mr. Lowther Pinkerton, who is godfather to Prince George, and whose son Billy was a page boy at William and Kate wedding, is discretion personified and trusted by both men. As they walked in, William told Harry, "Great, isn't it amazing sight of places," the son reported. Harry looked to be the more comfortable of the brother and grinded at one point. He was seen yelling across the garden with his hands cupped around his mouth and laughed applausously as he lengthened around, but William appeared far more serious throughout the short ceremony after 18 months of barely talking to his younger sibling since he immigrated. Harry clapped his hand when he reached Sculptor Lanka Broadway and raced over the statue, which, ironically, given the beauty of Cambridge's notable absence yesterday, was flanked by two parallel lanterns, blooming with white William and Catherine roses. Although much will be made of pictures showing William and Harry smiling, their interaction in truth was seen on the ground. It was only as they approached the statue for the unveiling that the brothers, whose relationship has been driven to breaking point by the shocking allegation made by the success in their Oprah Winfrey interview, were seen to properly speak, and even then their conversation were clearly centered around the event itself. When the two got into place either side of the statue, William simply said, "Ready?" before they pulled off the cloth, and the guests applauded. There were no speeches.